What's going on, guys? Fuel here today. I'm bringing you guys gameplay commentary. And actually, before I get into what I'm going to talk about, I want to give a special shout out to Arizosa for the gameplay. The first part of the video is actually my gameplay. It's a 30 and 8 free-for-all on the map Hijack. But the second part is a nuclear streak on the map Studio. And that's Arizosa. Really good player, so I'll leave a link to his channel down in the description, so you guys should definitely go check him out and be sure to subscribe to him. But what I want to talk about today is a pretty big subject going around right now, and what that is the Xbox One versus the PS3, or excuse me, PS4. So I'm just going to kind of talk about the pros and cons of each console and which one I'm going to actually get. And so to start things out, what I like about the PS3 is, you can play used games. So that's always a big plus. I don't play too many used games, but, sometimes I just like to, if I'm in GameStop or something like that, and I see a used game that looks fun, sometimes I'll buy it for pretty cheap price. So that's definitely something good that PS3 is doing. There's none of the online thing where you have to connect every 24 hours, and it really seems like they're actually focused on gaming instead of entertainment. And I'll get in kind of into more detail once I start talking about the cons. And what I like about the Xbox is they really do have a top-notch online experience. The PlayStation Network is okay, but Xbox Live, they've really nailed it with Xbox Live for this generation. Right? But and I assume that's probably how it's going to stay for next generation. But maybe Sony has taken some comments or listen to the fans' concerns about what they don't like about the PSN, so maybe that can get fixed. So another good thing about the Xbox is there are a lot of extra features. You can really use it more than just a gaming console. You can use it as an entertainment center, basically. It makes your TV a so-called smart TV, I guess you'd say. You can do a lot of different features with different things, such as fantasy sports like fantasy basketball and fantasy football. So, and that's always a big plus for a lot of people who, they like to play some, but they also like to be entertained, through their console. Another good thing about the Xbox, that this is just kind of a personal thing, is their controller. I've always been a fan of the Xbox controller over the PS3. Don't really like the PS3, don't like the dome thumbsticks, don't like the placement of the thumbsticks, and but maybe with the PS4 they will kind of fix it, make it, I don't like the controller, the PS3 controller. The main reason is because it feels really small, feels kind of flimsy actually, it doesn't feel like it's very well made, but that is something I like about Xbox, is their controllers are, they feel like it is a actual good controller that you're holding in your hand and not some cheap piece of plastic. Alright, so getting into the bad things about the PS4 is they have actually changed it now to where you have to pay for online service. And that was a big reason a lot of people went with the PS3 in the past, was because PSN was free. But you do have to play for PlayStation Plus if you want to play your games online. Now, it's still around the same cost. It is $5 a month, so, nothing too expensive. Most people can afford that. But that is a big reason why a lot of people went with PlayStation 3 instead of Xbox 360. So maybe this will hurt PS4, or, maybe things will stay the same. So another bad thing about PS4 is the actual PlayStation Network does not have a deal with Activision like Xbox does. Xbox actually has, or Microsoft rather, has a deal with Activision that says any downloadable content for things like Call of Duty is released first to Xbox, and it's about a month difference in the time that's released to Xbox and the time that is released to the PlayStation Network. Now, for me, this isn't a huge big deal. Black Ops 2 is actually the first game I've ever bought a map pack for. You know, map packs aren't a big deal for me. I don't normally get a lot of downloadable content, but you know, if something looks good and I may want to get it, then you know, I definitely want to be able to get it as quickly as possible. But with PlayStation, you have to wait that extra month while everyone else is using it on Xbox. So, and the last bad thing about the PS3 or PS4, I'm gonna keep on saying PS3 throughout the video. But bad thing about the PS4 is there's no Kinect sensor. Now, this really does not matter to me because I don't play a lot of Kinect games. I don't play any Kinect games. I don't have a Kinect for my Xbox. But you know, a lot of people do. A lot of people enjoy that. You know, they like different Kinect games and stuff like that. So, but with the PS4, as far as I know, there is no Kinect sensor for it. Now, kind of moving on to the Xbox, staying on track with the Kinect. With the Xbox One, you actually are always going to have to be connected to a, your Kinect is always going to have to be on, you know. Actually, I don't think it's on. I think your Kinect always has to be plugged into the console for the console to even turn on. Now, this is kind of weird to me because if you can have the Kinect plugged in, but the Kinect's turned off, the Xbox will still work. So, you know, it's kind of weird to me that it can be turned off, but it can't be unplugged, because to me that would just affect the console in the same way. But, so, that's kind of a downside. You know, a lot of people don't like having the Kinect there, but you do actually have to have it plugged into the console at all times if you plan on playing it. Another bad thing about the Xbox One is every 24 hours, you have to connect to the internet. Now, what Microsoft has said, they have said in order for you to play games offline, you can be unconnected from an internet connection 24 hours until you have to reconnect the system. So, you know, if you're taking your Xbox and you're traveling, maybe to your grandparents' house or something, they don't have internet, you'll actually only be able to play it for 24 hours until you can reconnect it to the internet. So that is definitely a downside. A lot of people most people nowadays do have internet in their house, but you know, a lot of people don't. So that's definitely, I think, going to hurt Microsoft, and I think they really kind of messed up putting that feature in there. And the last thing that I think is bad about Xbox One is something that was good about the PS4, and that is they do not allow you to play used games on your console. And you know, you can't use games, you can't share games, you know. So if you want to borrow a game from your friend, what your friend actually has to do is he has to do something called gifting you that game. And once he gifts you that game, you cannot gift it to anyone else, and you can't give it back to him. So he basically just gave you the game. And, you know, once he gives you the game, it's yours. You cannot do anything else with it. But you can only gift a game one time. And to me, that's just a really dumb idea. I think Xbox should just let people do whatever they want to with their games. You know, after all, they did go out and pay $60 for it, so why not let their friend borrow it or something like that? To me, that's just a really bad idea and a terrible marketing tool as far as trying to get people to buy your console goes for Xbox. So, not a smart idea in my opinion. But that's about it, guys. So, you know, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed. I actually do have a video ready for tomorrow, and sorry it took me so long to get a video uploaded today. The internet was being kind of weird, so, but I'll see you guys in the next video.